You know what really grinds my gears? Media. Lamestream media. And their hype, and their sensationalism, and their propaganda, and their lies. Look at this. Look at this. Front page media. Polar vortex returns with Arctic blast for parts of Canada. Like, there's that. Extreme weather. It's bullshit, and I'm about to prove it to you. Let's take a look at what's going on with extreme weather. Why don't we start right here with global tropical cyclones. 1971 to present. You see there? Ooh, it's quite a bit lower today than it was back in 1973. Global hurricane frequency. 1971, way up there. 2014, way down here. Okay. U.S. hurricanes, 1851 to 2010. Okay, we're going back 160 years here. It looks like it was highest about 1941. That's when it peaked. We're way below that today. Less hurricanes. In fact, we've had many years now without major landfall hurricanes on North American soil. So, you know, when Katrina hit, all the environmentalists went crazy. The media had a frenzy. You know what? We were overdue. We're overdue again now for a hurricane. It's going to happen, guys. It's always happened in the past. It will happen again. It's not your fault. It's Mother Nature. Australia. No, see, it's not just North America. Australia. Tropical cyclones 1970 to 2011. Used to be way up there. Now it's down here. The number has actually dropped by almost half. Tornadoes. All right, let's go all the way back to 1950. Okay, look at that. 1956, 1957. There was a lot of tornadoes. 1965. There was more than usual that year as well. 1974. Holy crap! It's off the board almost. And let's go down to now. Look at that. Nothing. Oh yeah, sure there's tornadoes, but guess what? They're normal, and there's less than there used to be. Precipitation all around the world. Okay, you see those areas there where the bars are going down? That's where there's less rainfall, globally, average. Okay, green is when there's more rainfall. In other words, there's probably more droughts during those times, way back at the beginning of the last century. Then again, in the 80s and 90s, there was a little bit, and look, it's a nice running average there. There's nothing out of the ordinary at all. Stream flows. 2000 to 2014, nothing's changed in the last 14 years. How about droughts? For the last decade anyways, from the year 2000, U.S. lands under drought conditions. Almost nothing has changed. In fact, it's lower nowadays than it was at the beginning of the century. Okay? California is having a drought right now, but guess what, guys? California has had much longer, much worse droughts in the past. Whenever you hear the media say, oh, this is a record drought, it's record, we're breaking records. What are they talking about? Records in the last 10 years? The last 100 years? That means nothing. All right? They love to use that term record. There are records broken every day all around the world. Hundreds of temperature records are broken every season. Some of them hot, some of them cold. It is normal for records to break all the time. They always do and they always will, and it's never going to change. The fact is, cold records are outpacing hot records 2 to 1 in North America. Probably the same over in Europe. In other words, it's a lot colder than it is warm. So anytime you hear the media harping off about record heat waves, well, Yeah, so what? That's normal, but guess what? There's record cold too. And in fact, there's more record cold than there's record heat. Okay, U.S. and North American drought comparison. That includes Canada and Mexico, I guess, when they're saying that. So North America drought, U.S. drought, I mean, nothing's changed over 100 years, except back in the 30s and almost the 40s there was some real serious droughts then. We have nothing today that compares to what happened back in the 30s and 40s. Here we go, Canada, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, drought frequency and severity from 1402 to 2002. So here is 600 years of records. Okay? What do you see? Oh yeah, look at that. We're all gonna die. Heat waves. Look at those poor souls in the 30s. Look at that peak. What do we have? 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010. Like, we have, no matter how hot it gets and how much the media likes to talk about heat waves, nothing compares to what happened again back in the 30s. Hot daily temperatures, 1910 to 2008. Take a good look there. Do you see any trends there? Again, the 30s was hotter than anything today. Low temperatures. Now this is where it's really interesting. The daily low temperatures. There were some records set in the 30s, but then you get up to modern times and it's peaking. Those are record colds, not record hots. Let's go back up again. Record hots, not nearly as high as record colds. Okay. Let's go down a little bit more. Winter Northern Hemisphere snow extent. So all the snow in the Northern Hemisphere has been going up. 1967 all the way up to the present, it has been going up. There is more. So every time you hear about glaciers melting and doom and gloom and we're all gonna die, the truth is, overall, it's going up, not down. Some glaciers melt, some grow. And that's always the way it's been. Some glaciers didn't exist before, they do today. They're going to disappear while other ones grow. That's normal. While we're speaking about that, you know, Antarctic ice right now is at record high extents. So if it keeps growing the way it's growing, you're going to be able to probably walk from South America right onto the Antarctic ice shelf because it's growing so fast. And same thing for the Eurasian snow extent. Look at that. It's also going up. More snow, more ice, record cold. Which, by the way, a lot of scientists say that we are heading into they're not saying a huge ice age, but we're going to continue global cooling for a while. The sun is having a very inactive period right now. Western Slope Sierra snowfall average. Oh, from 1979 to present times, snowfall average is also pretty much the same. And we're having peaks. It goes up, it goes down. Of course, whenever it goes down, you'll hear about it in the media. Whenever it goes up, you won't hear anything. Except for me, I guess. Everywhere I go, look at this. 1879 to 2011. Donner Summit snowfall and snowpack. For over 100 years. Do you see anything here? Boy, oh boy, look at all that extreme weather. Media, like, get your fucking act together. Polar vortex, Arctic blast. Oh my God. You know we have a word for that in Canada? It's called winter. Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't forget you can check out my previous videos by going to my channel. It's easy to get to, justincredible.tv, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Alright? Keep on rocking in the free world, everyone!